Hello, my name is Jarrell Dulé. I am a game developer and I've used Unity for 10 years. I've worked in other industries as a technology consultant, event organizer, and public speaker. Today I want to discuss with all of you the recent actions of Unity Technologies and the effect it will have on the video game industry. Unity Technologies has issued its final statement and resolution regarding its latest pricing scheme, but that is not what is important here today. What is important is the response the entire video game industry has shown and the position it is in now. This video is not a criticism or response. Instead, I would like to offer words of advice and encouragement to those who have been affected by the recent actions of Unity Technologies. So who is this video for? I'm making this video for my fellow game developers, my fellow working professionals in the industry, and most of all, my fellow gamers. I will share in detail a personal message to each of you after discussing what is changing in the industry. So what actually happened? Unity's latest runtime policy pricing fee has shown the focus and intent of the leadership at Unity. The new pricing scheme is not the problem. It is only the most recent symptom of the problem with leadership at Unity. The intent and the focus shown by Unity are an escalation of monetization. With Unity's final statement, they've let us know that they want to build a sustainable business. This is a simple concept to understand. You don't need to have a very good product to have a sustainable business. And the keyword here is sustainable. You only need to earn the highest revenue possible by doing the least amount of work. Unity has focused on revising their latest pricing scheme, yet has not discussed in any detail improving their services or products. This is hugely problematic for an industry leader. Now I want to discuss what makes a good leader. A good leader has strong, clear vision and the ability to see the future, where their industry is headed, and what their industry needs. A good leader is able to listen and understand the people they are leading, and they are strong enough and they're capable to fight for what they believe in, not just for themselves, but for the people that they lead and the people who trust them. A good leader does not make other people pay for their failures. And most importantly, a leader who does not lead is an obstacle. Whether Unity understands this or not, they have taken the position of industry leader, but time and time again, they have refused to accept that responsibility. There is a misconception that companies only need to make money for themselves and that they do not know anything to anyone. The only reason these companies can exist and function is because of goodwill and trust between them and their customers. There is a vital but often disregarded concept of social responsibility. We all have some degree of social responsibility. The more authority an individual has, the more reach and influence they have, the more social responsibility they have. You have responsibility to the people directly around you. This effect can only either be one of two things, positive or negative. If you work in the game industry, your reach is far. Your influence is greater than you know, and so is your social responsibility. A good leader understands this concept and behaves accordingly. An industry leader sets an example. If their actions are good, the industry will follow. And if their actions are bad, the industry will follow. It is the responsibility of industry leaders to innovate and to blaze a trail toward the future. They must accept the risks and the costs to cut a path, to set sail on new seas so that others may follow them into the future, now more than ever. It is important to keep in mind that a leader who does not lead is an obstacle. This moment in time has presented us with a call to action. To all those out there designing and developing games, to the engineers creating the solutions we use to make those games, to the artists giving us something we can feel passionate about, you are the game industry. To the millions of gamers out there just like me who enjoy these games, you are the game industry. The business executives and the CEOs who scheme ways to force more money out of our hands, to take control away from us, they are not the game industry. Not anymore. Today we have a choice. Unity has created this opportunity for us. Do we continue to let greedy individuals take from us and stand in our way? Or do we stand up Do we accept the call that our industry has made? And do we lead? What has occurred just recently cannot be ignored. You may already be familiar with how the industry has responded. Development studios are now learning other game engines, deciding to no longer follow the example that Unity Technologies has set. Content creators online are sharing information on other game engines, helping people learn those engines. And engineers are creating tools to help people move their projects out of Unity and into other engines. These actions have been taken not for personal benefit, not so one person can rise above the rest. This happened because people out there answered a call to action. They have responded to their social responsibility, and they set out with the intent to help other people, to help their industry thrive and flourish. To those out there who are in positions of authority, who can support game development technologies, find a path to the future. You are now our leaders. We need you to find a way to set sail across new seas. We will follow you. Your industry needs you. To my fellow game developers, whether you use Unity or choose to find a new solution in different game engines, stay strong. Your supporters believe in you. Your industry believes in you. Whatever you need to do to continue making your games, blaze your trail. You will succeed. And that is because your industry needs you. To those who want to get into game development, do not be afraid. Now is the time to start your journey. We may be creating today's games, but you will create tomorrow. Your industry needs you. To my fellow gamers, continue to enjoy your games. Developers will need time as they move to new game engines. Regardless of what engine they use, they're making games for you. So reach out. Show your support for your developers. Find your own way to let them know, to remind them that you believe in them. Your industry needs you. To all those people sharing information with others, to help them find and learn new game engines, not for your own benefit, but to help others thrive and flourish, I am proud of you. Our game industry will thrive and flourish, not because of monetization, not because of DLC or in-app purchases, and not because of leaders making other people pay for their failures. Our game industry will thrive and flourish because of hardworking individuals who have answered their call to action, and they are doing whatever they can to help others succeed. Today, the industry will now move forward, not on its hands and knees, crawling on the ground, scrounging for pennies, but with a powerful and confident double jump toward the future. Thank you.